What is up, guys? Eric here with Team Eccentric, and bringing you guys another combo tutorial featuring the Orcust Azamina Dark Magician deck that I profiled the other day. It's not really a Dark Magician deck, it just makes Dragoon. But either way, the end boards that this deck can end on are pretty crazy, in my personal opinion. And this combo is basically a 2.5 card combo, so it's going to require Wanted, Orcust, and a discard, which doesn't seem pretty optimal, but you can get into this combo in a multitude of other ways. I mean, even just seeing Black Witch and Heart Horror gets you to this combo, but this is like the most straightforward way to do it. So what this combo does is it ends you on a board that pretty much has protection from everything, almost, except for like maybe Super Poly. That noted, we're gonna get right into the combo. So in your draw phase, you're gonna start with Wanted, and Wanted is going to search for your Diabell Star. Okay, then you're gonna go to your standby phase, and then in your main phase 1, you're going to normal summon Girsu, and then the effect of Girsu is going to send a copy of Heart Horror from your deck to the graveyard. Now remember, if Girsu is your only card on the field at this point, you can make a level 1 Dark Attribute Orcust token, so that's what you will do. Then you will link the token up into the Galatea Eye, the Orcust Automaton. Now, Galatea Eye's effect is not an effect on summon. It is an ignition effect, so it is spell speed 1, and you can choose to activate it at any point. But you won't activate it here. We will activate it later on. So next, you use the Heart Horror, and Heart Horror will summon from your deck a copy of Orcust Nightmare. You will then use Diabell Star and send the Orcust Nightmare, and then the effect of Diabell Star will set a copy of Deception. Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Now you activated a spell card in this turn, so you're going to banish the Diabell Star, you're going to summon the Dark Magician of Destruction, and then Destruction will search for the Gaze of Timaeus. Then here, you can banish the Orcust Nightmare. Doesn't really matter what you target to increase its attack, because it's not really relevant here. You're going to banish the Orcust Nightmare, you're going to send the World Wand to the grave. Next, you're going to link up the Galatea Eye and the Girsu, and you're going to go into the regular Galatea, the old school Galatea, right? Then you're going to use Deception, you're going to tribute the Dark Magician of Destruction, and you're going to search for your Hallowed. It may have actually been smarter to, before you link summon the Galatea, search for the Hallowed, only because it protects you from something like Nibiru, but nonetheless, we'll just continue with the combo as we are doing it. So next, you're going to activate the Hallowed. You're going to reveal your Azamina Mu Rosiliago, and you're going to send the Deception of the Sinful Spoils. You're going to summon the Rosiliago, and then Rosiliago is going to search you for your Morian. Then here, you're going to banish the World Wand. You're going to summon back the Orcust Nightmare. Then from here, you are going to link up you're going to use Galatea's effect, rather. You're going to shuffle back the World Wand, and you're going to set your Orcust Crescendo. So that gets you the counter trap. Then you're going to Xyz summon on top of your Galatea for Dingirsu, and then the effect of Dingirsu, you will attach the Heart Horror. You will then link up the Rosiliago and the Dingirsu, and you will make the IP Masquerena. Then here, you will use your Hallowed Azamina to put back the Mu Rosiliago, and then you will activate the Mu Rosiliago, and you will reveal your Ilia Sylvia, getting you a negate on board. You will send your Slumber Morian, and there is your negate. There's one of them, at least. Next, you will, because you have a level 5 or higher illusion, you will use Sinful Spoils Morian and set it. You will then use Galatea Eye. You will banish the Girsu, the Orcust Mech Knight. You special summon it. And then Galatea Eye, this is where the other extra discard comes in. We'll discard a card, and you will search for your Orchestrated Babble. You will then place the Babble. And then here, you will use Wanted. You will put Deception back to the bottom of the deck. And you will get a draw. And then you will set your gaze. And that is your end board. So, what do we have on this board? So, in a scenario where your opponent has a card like Evenly Matched or Dark Ruler, just as a, as an example, we have Orcust Crescendo to negate and banish. So we do control an Orcust Link monster. We have IP Masquerena that can link into a multitude of options. You can link into your Enlo Girsu, which is usually my choice because I get to snatch steal an opponent's monster at quick effect speed with Babble. You can go into Nightmare Unicorn, which is an option, but not as good of an option in my opinion. Or you can go in Aspie Little Knight, which is a better option than Unicorn, but nonetheless, these are all solid options to link into. And generally speaking, when I link into the Enlo Girsu, I'll use all of these because then that puts the Orcust Nightmare back in grave so that I can get the Symbol Skeleton in grave, and then the Symbol Skeleton can revive the Ding Girsu to either attach and protect, or I can send something. We have the Sinful Slumber of Morian, Sinful Spoils of Slumber Morian, which is a Book of Moon. We have the Gaze of Timaeus, which will get us to shuffle back our Dark Magician of Destruction and summon Red Eye's Dark Dragoon to our field. And then we have as well, we have Harport, and then we have Ilia Sylvia. So we have a lot on this board, and so it's very layered, just in the sense that we have a lot of back row that does a lot of different stuff. And given you, use your Sylvia's negate, you can send it back with the Hallowed and then go off again. And it's just a very resourceful board in the sense that, like, it gets you to quite a bit, and it kind of can replenish itself for the most part, aside from like the the Red Eye's Dark Dragoon after it is banished off of Gaze's effect. So that is the standard opening line with the Orcust Azamina Dark Magician deck profile that I have on the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I really appreciate the views you guys give us. Again, I'm now that like I have a better means of getting content out there, I have been ecstatic in getting all this content out. So let me know if this content is actually doing any favors for me, or you guys at all. I really would like to try and get a lot more out there, and just get focused on actually doing well in Yu-Gi-Oh! So Eric here with Team Eccentric, and I'm signing out.